Over to you.
Very enthusiastic. Okay, with the average college student debt block cocking in at over $25,000, how can parents talk to their kids about managing money? Well, here with a few ideas is Carina Diamond of SS&G Wealth Management. My kid's in school already. Is it too late?
It's never too late, and it's never too early.
Oh, well, where do you start? Like, my kid went to school this year. He's a freshman. What should I be worried about?
Well, I think there's really three things. There's the first thing is a budget.
Oh, all right.
And, talking about really setting limits, and also as a parent, not being afraid to say no. And then I think the second thing is to also really be thinking more for the long term and helping your child think about, like, let's save for a rainy day, or, something bad could happen, maybe we should have an emergency fund. Or if they get their first job, maybe they could set up a Roth IRA. And then I think the third thing is debt. And really looking at, we talked about student loans.
All these kids complain about debt when they get out of school, don't they?
Credit cards, and it's a real crisis. And a recent figure I saw said that Americans actually owe $1 trillion in student loans. But what you may not have heard is that about 30% of that is owed by people over 60.
What? That is crazy.
Right.
Now, the people over 60, is because they never paid their debt or because they're holding debt for their students that spent too much money?
I think it's a combination. It's a combination. And so, when I talk to clients about talking with their kids about money, I always suggest a multi-generational approach. Because we may have grandma and grandpa, maybe they're getting older, maybe have some health issues. Then you have the baby boomers who were more prosperous but were not great savers, got into a lot of debt, and maybe now have lost their jobs. And then we have the children who are saying, geez, I don't want to be like maybe my parents.
Yeah. So you can help people with this by helping them decide where they should be putting their money. Like we're talking about people about to retire. Sooner or later you're going to retire if you have a kid in college. So you want your kid to have the best in college, but maybe you shouldn't be spending your money at the college. You should be spending your money on your retirement?
Well,
how do you do that?
I'm a big believer in the airline philosophy. So if you fly on a plane, what do they tell you? If there's a drop in cabin pressure, put your mask on first, then help your child.
Ooh.
And it's the same thing. I tell my clients right up front, I'm extremely opinionated. You've got to put yourself first because at least as of last night, I'm not aware of any loans for retirement.
Plus, if you lose the ability to help a younger person because you've already lost the ability to take care of yourself, then all is lost.
All is lost. Health can change, other objectives, so it could really be a family crisis.
How about giving a credit card to kids, or when a kid gets their first credit card? Is there some kind of information we should know about this?
I think really talking to the kids and helping them understand that, it's a convenience, and maybe you get points, but it does have to be paid back. It's not a substitute for funds. And a phenomenon that I see with baby boomers is that, maybe we've got the ability to go to Starbucks every day or have a nice car or a new iPhone, but we want our kids to have it too, but they didn't really earn it yet. And so we're kind of enabling them.
So that's important that they learn how to earn.
I think it is.
Yeah. Somebody was joking yesterday that a kid said, I'm out of money in my account. I don't understand. I still have a bunch of checks left in my book.
Right.
So that's a phenomenon that...
you can write a check, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
But there's a price to pay for all that.
There really is. And I believe that financial literacy for this next generation is going to be critical. And I'm very hopeful. I've been seeing a trend really just in the last year or so of, children of clients, so people in their 20s or college students that are calling up my office and saying, hey, can I just come in and talk about best practices?
Perfect.
How do I avoid getting into debt and having maybe the problems my parents have?
SS&G.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Good information out there. Okay.